Hey everybody, and welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz. Jack and later still like Jackson, and I'm late. I'm very late on this one, but there was a new video game release and the queue sucks, so we just had to sit in there and wait. So I'm going to try to make up for it with this video here. This one is one of those things like you go to the store and you forget something. Yeah, like I don't have any of my flour or anything to fry the chicken, so I had to find a way to do it, and this turned out really well. I enjoyed it. It reminded me of a lot of the stuff my mom used to cook when we were growing up, because we were dirt poor. So this is great. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube-y stuff, and check the link down doobly-doo for our merch. We got like aprons like this. That's not just a full shirt, which I think we need shirts, but we got fake hands and spatulas and spoons and flippers and all kind of stuff down the link down the doobly-doo. One's got a cuss word on it. You might like that. We're a small business. It all helps us out. And let's just get into the recipe. Enough of the fat guy talking, right? Food. All right, going through my fridge, this is what I had. So I got this one bag of chicken breast, about 2.5 pounds worth. You want half an onion and a handful of garlic cloves, or like 2 tablespoons of the minced stuff. You're going to want your buffalo ranch dip stuff and whatever ranch you use, whatever brand you want to use, is that fine? And then a little bit of breadcrumbs, which I forgot to mention is a secret thing I'll show you later. And you're going to need a little bit of butter. I forgot about the butter. It wasn't on there. So first things first, you want to pull your skin off your onion. Again, we're going to do it half. And then your garlic, like I said, tablespoon maybe. Again, it's optional. I just like garlic, or just half a bulb, what I used here, because I like it. I like using the stuff that's pre-minced, comes in a bottle, but I ran out of that. So this works pretty well. Just go ahead and cut that down as small as possible. And then your onion, since it's already halved, we're going to go ahead and cut it into a quarter here. Just make it easier to cut. And then we're just going to do line work. We're just going to cut it one way, whoop, 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 right? And then turn it and cut it again. I'm just going to break it down in these little squares. Don't worry about breaking up the actual blocks that they're still stuck together. As it cooks, it'll come apart, okay? Now your chicken, get you a nice clean cutting board. Mine wasn't thawed, which isn't really a drawback until you get too much juice in the skillet. But it's a nice sharp knife. Shout out to Andy. And then just saw this damn thing. Now, you can cut it up into smaller pieces. You can leave it as full breast. That's fine too. I like cutting mine into what I think is professionally called tenders, like just long skinny planks of chicken, the best I can. So just go ahead and cut all those down. Be sure to, again, clean your hands after doing this, because you're dealing with raw chicken. Now, again, like I said, I forgot butter at the opening, so you're going to use about a tablespoon and a half. It's got little lines on the side of the package. It'll show you exactly how much you're going to use. Put that in there. Put your skillet on medium high heat, because it's chicken. It needs to cook pretty well. Let this start to cook down. Once it starts coating the bottom, go ahead and add your onions and your garlic. You're going to let this cook by itself for a while. Let it break down. Just when it starts to wilt. Don't want to go it full brown. You don't want to caramelize it. Just when they start to wilt, you don't have to worry about breaking down the cubes of onion as it cooks, and you keep stirring every now and then, about every 30 seconds or so. They'll break down themselves. See what I mean? So once you get that done, you need to go ahead and put your chicken in here. Now, like I said, this giant bag cost me like $6 for this giant bag of chicken breast. I got it like in Aldi's or something. So, yeah, just put it down here. Just layer it as best you can. Right? My skillet isn't big enough. I'm going to go get my bigger skillet. So, yeah, don't have to use the whole 2.5 of it, or just do it in different sessions, I guess, is different. Do the first half is the ranch stuff, the second is the buffalo stuff. Cover it. Now, I was using this old cookie sheet because I don't have a lid for this big ass skillet that I have. So you want to keep cooking. Now you want to come in here, and once one side starts to turn white, go ahead and flip it all over. Put the meat on the middle, proverbially. Like move the move the onions and garlic out of the way, and put the meat down on the skillet so it'll white on that side. Then it'll start to brown, and then do the same thing. Just keep turning it over and over. So you get this nice white chicken out here. Right, and all your vegetables are cooked, so keep turning a little bit until it's like brown on the edges, because you're going to cook it another like 10 minutes or so. So you don't want it completely brown. Just waiting to start it, just barely turn brown on the sides. Now get you, what was this? It was a half a cup? No, 1 cup of the buffalo stuff, and just do half of it. Now you can do the whole thing and just mix the whole thing. That's fine. Oh yeah, be sure to scrape all this stuff out. But I just did mine half and half. That way I could kind of have a choice which one it is. As it cooks, it spreads all over everything. But they'll be distinct. Like this one has more ranch to it, this one has more buffalo sauce to it. So again, get a cup of the ranch, do the other half, scrape it out, and then you're going to cover it and let it cook for about another 4 to 5 minutes. Make sure the internal temperature is 165. It's going to look like this. It's going to smell awesome, especially if you're into like wings and buffalo ranch stuff, but this works out really, really well. Once it gets in there, like I said, it's cooked. Check your internal temperature. It's good. Get you sprinkles of the the breadcrumbs and put it on top. It kind of keeps that sauce on top when you go to pull it out. Like I've cooked it a lot of times, you go to pull it out and it just slides off. You put the breadcrumbs on it. A, gives it a little more texture. B, it keeps the sauce on top. It's just, that's the secret to it. Again, this was super cheap just because I lucked out and found the giant bag of chicken breast, which is now just ridiculous anywhere. But it's well under our budget. It was just what I had at the house. Is just kind of making it as I go, so you don't have to worry about it having to be professional. Like it all has to be this fried, that fried. Throw this stuff together. This is great. Put it on some rice. Put it next to some mashed potatoes or something or whatever. Or just eat the chicken. Like make sandwiches out of this. That's what I did with the second half of it. Just one strip of each type of the chicken to put it on a sandwich, and it was amazing. It was really, really good. So yeah, you ought to give this one a try. Let me know you did it. Meal prep. It's chicken. Just reheat it. It would work great for meal prep. I don't know how healthy it is, but yeah, it works out pretty well. You should try this. And there you have it, folks. Now, it turned out really well. Again, from the files of it, looks weird, but it tastes great. You should really try this. If you do it differently, want to see us do it differently, let us know. Put it down in the comments as to therefore. I'm screaming over my dishwasher because my sink was just absolutely piled up. But let us know. You can also find us on social media and let us know over there. We're on Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon, and all those that live between Paycheck's Kitchen. Instagram, live between me, Osway Nerdy. I'm on all those, including Twitter and over on TikTok, where I've been doing some little goofball stuff. But yeah, this is so cool. You got to try this out. I'm going to go eat it. I'm going to catch y'all later. Y'all please be safe, okay?